Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Amir Zulmi.
And I am Nurul Natisha.
And we are students from Unical MIIT. And this is for our subject, Film Principles and Communication, held by our beloved lecturer, Dr. Lina, or better known as Madam Yoy. Yes. Today, we will do a film review for a film called The Present. Since this is a serious drama type of film, let's change the mood to a serious one.
With that being said, now let's unwrap the devastating look in The Present.
Let's check it out. The Present is a 24 minutes eye-opening short film directed by Farhan Abusi, a British Palestinian filmmaker. The short film won the BAFTA Award for Best Short Film and in 2021 was nominated for Oscar for Best Live Action Short Film. The film mainly tells the story of the struggle of a Palestinian father named Yusuf and Yasmin, his daughter, played by Saleh Bakri and Mariam Khanj, who then went out to buy a wedding anniversary gift to the mother, which is being played by Mariam Bashar. And apparently, this film is about a family that live in a country that is being ruled by the Israeli forces. This film was filmed near Bethlehem, a Palestinian town of Jerusalem in the West Bank. This film managed to convey a very deep sentimental value, especially for the Muslims, as the film exposed the devastating truth living as Palestinians in Palestine.
This short film indicates the reality of the struggles of the family and other citizens in their daily life. The things most people would not even think as a struggle apparently is a struggle for them, where commuting and going shopping is considered a struggle for them as it is not easy for them to pass the checkpoint and to even go back home. Farhan Abusi's writings and directions managed to deliver a strong message and unexpectedly enlightening to the audience on the borders and the cross line that is built and made by the Israeli system. The title, The Present, can be think of as a gift or the present or current situation of the people who live in Bethlehem or near the borderline. The relationship between the father and daughter portrayed felt completely natural that made audience to be able to picture and imagine the actual situation in some other days of how it will look like. The relationship and connection between them were pure love, and the fact that the father who is helpless and is not able to do much against the armed forces even when his body figure is much bigger and stronger than the Israeli forces. The inner cry and outburst of the father is beautifully narrated. The background score for this film elevates the deep emotional connect with the screenplay, and it also aids the cinematography to bring out the hardship and pain of the deprived family.
There are many scenes in The Present that are worth examining and understanding. The Present is a short film where it is essential for one to take their time to comprehend and interpret the implications of the film, as this film associated with humanity, justice, and the discrimination of Palestinians. There has been an argument and disagreements among countries and one's belief. In the short film, there is a scene where Palestinian residents are herded like cattle through a crossing notorious for its long queues, volatile conditions, and horrendous incidents of broken ribs and suffocating commuters during rush hour has attained one's thinking of what is the story behind the chaos situation. In this video, it is determined into the crucial segments that have been portrayed and constructed by the director of this film. Some of the scenes in this film deserve to be examined multiple times to grasp the utter meaning of the events. Crucial scenes depend on how the directors to deliver the message, as there are many techniques and manners to display them onto the big screen.
This film, other than portraying the struggles of the Palestinians must face on a daily basis, one of the worthwhile messages that can be seen is the bond and relationship between them. Despite the difficulties that the Israeli system make them face, they still manage to show love, respect, and happiness to their own kinds. These events can be found at the start of the film of the little family, and when Yasmin accidentally pissed her pants, she did not get yelled at, but instead she received an apology from her father for not noticing, even though just minutes before he was seemingly annoyed and tired. In this shot, Yasmin apologized to her father for not being able to hold it. This shows how long she had to wait in the cell for his father to finally being able to get out, and there is no convenient way for them. As she said, there is nothing her father can do, which made him speechless as a sign of no disagreement and hopeless. On the bus, we can tell that the shot focus on his face and his teary eyes when he held his daughter was full of sadness, feeling sorry and pity due to the unpleasant events happened to his daughter. Despite all that, he's still able to make the best time he has with his daughter to show how things are fine and she does not have to worry or to be scared because he is around to protect her and to take care of her.
Another thing that is worth discussing is the way the cashier at the convenience store replied to his question regarding the neighbor next door. The way she replied and her tone was as if death is nothing serious, was to highlight the idea of how they normalize death because it happens every day in Palestine and it is not anything new to some people.
In the middle of the film, the president tried to portray a very muscular man lifting a dumbbell where most of the audience might eventually feel safe for the family because the muscular man is around and even own a vehicle, which then will lead to thinking they will have no problem going back home. Unfortunately, even with the man, they were not allowed to enter the nearest gate to them and was asked to go back around. This is an important scene in delivering the idea of no matter how masculine and tough looking one is, they still cannot beat the Israeli system. Yasmin was caught freeing the birds in a cage, which is a direct meaning of how she knew the right thing to do and she wished they would be freed too one day.
At the very last scene of them finally arrived at the checkpoint 300, the surrounding setting showed was at evening hour, which means they have been walking for hours because they were not allowed to pass with a vehicle earlier, even with a fridge that is 4 feet tall that he pushed all the way to checkpoint 300. He had to face even harder situations with the guards by getting integrated, humiliated and bullied in front of other guards when his intention was just to get home. The guards still made it hard for them to cross the border even though they knew his daughter and him had been walking all day. When he gets to cross the border, unfortunately, the width of the fridge cannot fit into the Palestinians' border and queue lane. He begged to use the next open lane that is banned for the Palestinians, but the guards will still not let them pass in through the gate, which then he started to release his anger and yelled. The guards were all shouting back and pulled guns to his head, but he did not stop even for a bit. The scene ended with Yasmin went through into the forbidden lane for the Palestinians during the fight he had with the guards. We believe that this scene was to deliver a message of how fearless and unafraid Palestinians are towards the Israeli forces, even the little ones. And Yasmin was brave enough to cross the gate by herself, pushing the fridge, and that the little one managed to fight the system.
To put it briefly, the present portrays so many crucial and devastating parts that should be taken solemnly by each authority and the public. The oppression towards Palestinians have been happening since millenniums ago, but only since the 21st century this issue has reached to the public and raised interest among them, including the non-Muslim. Although the religion Islam plays the main role in this issue, it takes zero place of correspondence to religions for the public to care and acknowledge, as this is more associated to our humanity and empathy. There are a few scenes from this short film that can be taken into consideration, which the double standard system Israeli forces established between Palestinians and Israelis in Palestine. No matter how masculine and strong looking one is, will never be able to fight the system that has been set for them Palestinians, and the love and bond Palestinians have between their own kinds despite living in the oppression. The present managed to shed light on Palestinians' deprived freedom of movement and create an affecting look at life governed by the forces for the Palestinians who live within the region. The present is a very powerful short film. The director Farhana Bosir managed to find a way to channel the rage of Palestinians through storytelling and acknowledging the truth.
So, that's all for now. Thank you for watching our film review, and if you haven't got the opportunity to watch the short film, you can stream it now on Netflix. Yes, we hope to help you guys in understanding and uncovering the short film better.
Before you end this video, don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and do comment down below. Thank you.
See ya.